Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bodcast. This is episode 147 and I'm here and Ian is also here.
Hello.
I might have started when you weren't looking. Is that alright?
That's fine.
You ready?
Always.
Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a review episode. First of all, it was April 1st a couple of days ago, and that means all the fools come out and make April Fool's jokes. And we try to review those most years.
Most years. We've done it once so far.
I think we've done it twice actually.
Have we?
Possibly.
Okay.
We've been doing this podcast for
We
a while.
have.
So, did you see any that you paid attention to?
A couple.
Go on then, what did you see?
The big minion.
The big minion, yeah. I mean, not in any way believable, right?
No.
Funny?
No.
April Fools are meant to make... Are they meant to be funny? Like, I still can't remember why they're there.
So,
Like, who invented April Fool's Day?
I don't know. It's an ancient tradition. Dates all the way back to like the 60s or something.
So insult
Probably
everyone.
even further back than
Yeah.
that. So yeah, I mean, you're meant to... So traditionally you were trying to fool someone.
Why?
I don't know. Whereas more recent times, it's you still get a degree of that, but then there's more of it's meant to be funny, and when you realise it, it's definitely meant to be a
make
funny
you laugh.
thing.
Yeah.
So in the past we've seen things which obviously wouldn't fool you,
Yeah.
but were kind of amusing. So like there was the giant Lego leak.
So, the giant Lego leak.
They'd made like a life-size Lego leak.
Oh, okay. That is funny.
So it's like that's obviously not going to fool you into thinking that that's what they've
Yeah.
actually done, but there's some humour involved in
Right.
it. Last year they went like a bit involved, didn't they? They had the horse set that they sent out to everyone.
To the land reviewers, that was weird.
Yeah, I didn't like it as April Fool's, but it's Lego putting in a fair bit of effort.
So quite a lot of the land people talked about the big minion as well,
Right.
and Lego did quite a good job in that when they revealed that there was a April Fool's, as if no one had worked it out. They went, yeah, okay, this wasn't real, but look at these new sets that are coming out for Despicable Me 4. So they used it as a marketing opportunity.
Yes.
So that was quite smart for them.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's them trying to take advantage of it.
Oh, and you're not accepting people taking advantage of... You think that's wrong, do you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel it's not in the spirit
Right.
of April Fools.
Okay.
But,
Fair enough.
most things nowadays they try and use as a marketing gimmick for something.
Yeah. So there was that one. I saw a pre-made Lego one. Did you see this one? Pre-built, ready to go, which essentially just looks like Lego Playmobil. So there's no actual bricks involved. It's just a toy car.
Yeah.
I don't know who came up with that. Like, I saw it on the brick post, but I don't know if it came directly from Lego. It doesn't attribute it to anywhere else. There was also, did you see this one? The Grogu.
Yeah.
Mashed up with the, what is that, Venom?
Yeah.
The Venom Grogu. That was Tips and Bricks that did that one. So that's quite, like, they've had to build that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's funny?
Yeah, to a degree. Not being a Star Wars fan and not really being that bothered about Marvel either.
Yeah.
It's not something that appeals that much.
But, like, it's not like it's unbelievable because they did it to Groot. So
Yes.
why couldn't they do it to Grogu?
So for someone who has no knowledge of either of those fan bases, then yeah, it's quite easy to go, yeah, that could be a thing they're doing, and move on and ignore it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's very difficult to know how it plays out to people who are the intended audience kind of thing.
Yeah. Did you see this CMF, the avocado girl?
No, I didn't see.
So I'm sad that that's an April Fool's. It's got like little rainbow legs, and then it's an avocado. And like, I want this so badly. So
That does look quite cute.
it is the cutest thing in the world, and I don't understand why that had to be an April Fool's. Why couldn't that be real?
Oh.
The one that I think was funniest for me, and that's purely because someone fell for it in our group chat. They're like, "Oh, have you seen this? It's ridiculous." And I'm like, surely it's an April Fool's, and it's just like, "Oh, bless you."
Which one was that?
Lego Max. Did you see Lego Max?
I don't know.
Did you not read this? Lego to impose lifetime purchase limits with Lego Max.
Okay, yeah.
And we want to maximise the fun for all, so you can't buy as much, so that everyone gets the chance. So on the day, actually, it was quite a lengthy bit of text, and I was by the first bit, I was like, "This is not real. I know this isn't real." But before I called out, I won't name who it was in our chat to say, surely this is an April Fool's. I scrolled all the way to the bottom where it said, this is an April Fool's. Right. Now, after the first paragraph, it says, if you haven't noticed, this is an April Fool's.
Right.
So they've gone back and made sure that people don't fall for it as quickly.
Yeah. I mean, we're still getting in that really weird... So, traditionally, April Fool's was that you had to fool the person before midday.
Yeah.
And if it didn't work out till after midday, then the joke was on you and stuff like that. But now
the internet, time zones, there's no clarity to it. Because when we were streaming Sunday night, it was already April Fool's Day in Australia.
Yes.
So, what can you do?
So it's gone from being 12 hours to like being 36 hours of just chaos. So, and then of course you don't necessarily see things on the day they come out.
Exactly. So that's why it's nice that they've gone back and
I think that is an important thing to do. If
to make sure
once April Fool Day has finished, whether you consider that midday or whether you consider it the end of the day, whatever, go through and put on that it is an April to make it clear.
Or just remove it entirely. But it's nice to go back and see them sometimes. There was one on the Lego website that said, "We heard you, new Lego helmet hole plugs for hole-free Clone Trooper helmets." And those are the ones I like best because they play on the fact that they know you're upset about their product.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, we're going to fix it for you." But they're clearly not going to fix it.
Yeah.
So that one was quite funny. I think I've seen this one before, like the Botanicals range potting soil, and it's just brown studs.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, you get reused ones from previous years now because they're just there, so it's hard to tell. This one, delighted to announce my new partnership with the local council helping to improve road conditions by using the power of Lego bricks to fill the ever-increasing number of potholes. Just don't go outside with shoes on. And I'm assuming that is not real.
Yeah.
Again, it doesn't say. But I thought that one was funny.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Tech, he got me with his one. He announced to members that he was going to do a sneak peek of a mock that he'd been working on that was completely finished. Right. And I should have seen that one coming. But I was like, I'm so proud of you for getting something done and then showing
Tech ever
us.
finished
Well, this is the thing. And I was like, I can't believe I fell for that one. Right. So that was quite funny.
So I didn't know that one because I'm not a member.
Yeah, he got me good. He got quite a few people good. We should have all seen that one.
Yes.
Such is life. Sometimes you're scooting past, you're not really paying attention. I like the people who just go, right, I'm just not going to be on the internet for the whole of today because I can't be sure. And then I saw one comment saying, April the 1st, the day where we all put way too much scrutiny, no, we all put the right level of scrutiny into things we read online that we don't do any other day. People just assume everything is true the rest of the time, and it's only on April the 1st where they go, oh, maybe this internet thing isn't actually true.
Yeah.
So it's funny. So that's the April 1st April Fool's. I mean, there was non-Lego ones, but I don't think we need to talk about those.
No.
So April 1st also brings the end of Q1 of 2024. So what is your standout set from Q1? Hard question.
It is maybe the Auspicious Dragon.
The Auspicious Dragon?
Yeah.
So So you're rating ones you've built in Q1 or ones that you've wanted to build?
I was going with ones that come out in Q1.
Okay, and that's the best one in your opinion?
I'm trying to think what else.
Would you like me to quickly show you some sets?
Sure, let's quickly blast through this is what came out in the first quarter.
Okay, so you're saying the Auspicious Dragon. We've had a quick breeze through Q1 sets. Are you changing your mind?
There's a couple of good ones in there that we haven't got yet. So there's the Dreams Tower.
With the sort of cogs and things.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I like the narwhal.
Yeah. I don't think which other one it was that I liked when we were quickly going through. There was some other stuff as well. But yeah, I think I'd still stick with the Auspicious Dragon.
So we've obviously had the new theme of Animal Crossing, which I like, but I've not yet bought any. So I'm not...
I have no interest.
Overexcited. I think it's just because it looks a bit Fabulandy and I quite like Fabuland. And it's cutesy. Like, I have no Animal Crossing allegiance because I've not played it. So otherwise I'd probably be like pulled in a bit more. I quite like the restaurant that went with the Auspicious Dragon. So but I don't think it wowed me as much this year, the set. And the modular didn't wow us.
The other one that is close is the giraffe.
Yes, I was going to say the giraffe was good, and I'm quite excited about the other one, the fox.
Okay.
Is it a fox and an owl, and what's the third one?
Raccoon.
Oh, is it a red panda?
Oh, it could be.
No, it's a squirrel.
Squirrel.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I really like Andrea's Mansion as well.
Right.
And some of the friend sets that have come out, I think those ones are kind of killing it for me. I'm not enjoying the space overarching, everything's spacey this year because it just doesn't really work for me.
There's some good sets.
Yeah.
But it's a bit too much.
But it's seeming okay.
Yeah. Can you go back to the list? So, right, and go to the first page.
This is the first page.
This is the second page. And down to the bottom. Right, there you go. Up a bit. The Inside Out one.
Oh, that's not out yet.
That's not out yet, yeah.
Oh,
so
is it out? Because we put released. That just
it could have come out, this month.
Doesn't have a date, so.
No. But I did see this on the 1st of April.
Oh, yeah, and did you think it was a
and I was looking at it and going, I don't know what this is. So many people were saying that it was an April Fool's.
Yeah, it's not.
Because it has a mini doll in it.
But the mini doll totally suits the shape of the character.
Yes.
I think it works so much better as a mini doll.
Yeah. It was just really weird. It's like,
it's a
if
cool,
that
it's a
is
cool
an
yellow
April
one.
Fool's, then it's a really rubbish April Fool's.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's a real thing.
So.
Yeah, it's an interesting colour. Because it's the different yellow. I still feel like we're not getting too much at the moment. I think maybe that's always the way because we see all of the January 1st city sets and creator sets come out and we like them, but we don't care enough about them. Like I really like the peacock and I'd quite like the peacock. And the roller skate's cool, the watering can's cool. They're all quite cool.
Yeah.
But they don't pull me in enough to get them. And I think that's always the case with the first. It's when we get to the June releases, you see the more city-esque ones. Because I think, you remember the 3-in-1 Ferris wheel? I'm pretty sure that was a mid-year one.
Okay.
As opposed to a January 1st one. I could be wrong. But I have a vague feeling it was mid-year because we always get the mid-year ones before America, don't we? And
we do,
I remember them sort of struggling to get those. So I'm hoping June will be better for that sort of pulling us in for some of those. But then at the same time, I'm hoping they won't pull us in because I don't want to spend too much money. We've got enough Lego. It's tricksy.
It is.
But I think it's just as normal.
Yeah.
Nothing... it doesn't feel like they're ramping up. It doesn't feel like they're ramping down. Can you ramp down?
Sure.
Winding down. Ramp up and wind down.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah. I don't think either. I think they're just kind of following on the status quo. kind of trying to bring people in with that extra theme of Animal Crossing because they know that's a customer acquisition as opposed to just keeping current customers. Obviously, AFOL wise, they're not really catering to us at the moment because like AFOL days are paused.
Yes.
So I think that's probably not making us spend as much.
Yeah, so I mean, I was talking to people at work about Lego and talking about the D&D set, and some of them are very excited about it. And I said, you know, it's really cool that they've got like the little campaign book that you can download the digital version, or you can use points to buy the big one and stuff. And it's like, if they were doing AFOL days, and D&D set would be an AFOL day purchase.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's expensive.
Without an AFOL day, I'm not sure we will get it.
Yeah. It's a nice to have as opposed to a must have.
Yeah.
And therefore, when you are looking at the cost, you can't really justify it as much.
I know people are talking about, you know, in terms of price per piece, it's very good value. But the bigger a set is, generally you hope that price per piece comes down. Because obviously the R&D behind it, some of that is fixed cost regardless of the size of the set. So in order to recoup it, they have to charge a certain amount. You know, I don't think just because something comes in a bigger box that they spend longer on the artwork for the box kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you know, there are these fixed costs. So you expect bigger sets to be slightly cheaper per piece. And so looking at it, I'm like, it's still an expensive set. I would want a discount on it of some kind.
Yeah, I think that is probably what is holding us back from spending as much.
Yeah. I quite like the little Mimic gift with purchase dice box thing.
Yeah, but not enough to go out and get it day one.
Not enough to get it day one. And also it sold out ridiculously quickly.
Yeah. Well, so it wasn't a great release day, I feel, because it was April 1st, which was Easter Monday.
Yeah.
And like Greg went out to get the D&D set, and the store he went to in Kent only had 20. So they were all gone. Like he wasn't necessarily going to buy it, but there was no opportunity to buy it because it was sold out. And so having the release day after a bank holiday weekend when you haven't got the logistics to get the stuff out there, not the best. So
it was a bank holiday, so wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a bank holiday. So not bank holiday weekend, actual bank holiday. Yeah.
And then it doesn't help. The Easter Monday is always a slightly odd one in that
we get it, but not everyone else does.
No, in that as a bank holiday, it's in some ways more of a bank holiday than other days. So you're less sure about which shops are going to be open.
It's more of a bank holiday.
Like, you know, Easter Sunday is kind of one of the most extreme bank holidays most years because it's Sunday and a bank holiday, and so therefore, like, not on a lot of bank holidays, they will reduce down to Sunday hours.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously a Sunday bank holiday, they'll just go, nah.
Yeah.
So you know.
I mean, I don't think you can call it a Sunday bank holiday because obviously the bank is already closed on Sunday. So it's is it a bank holiday?
I don't know.
No, I don't think
I know from a work point of view, I used to count it as a bank holiday. Because...
But you don't work on Sundays.
But if you got a call out on Easter Sunday...
Oh yeah, you'd count that
It was
as...
a ridiculous amount of
triple
call-out
wobble or whatever.
got, yeah. And I think actually even the Saturday was treated as a bank holiday from an overtime pay point of view.
Yeah, because it's
they went, it's a bank holiday weekend, therefore the whole thing is going to give you huge amounts.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to say about 2024 Q1 Lego?
Nothing springs to mind.
No. Okay. So, Auspicious Dragon for you, Andrea's Mansion for me. Yeah. Now, the last thing we have to review, and please people, send us your rooms so Ian doesn't have to look at mine anymore because it's not looking good in here.
It's not. It's really not.
It's gone so backwards. And I'm going to say that's all your fault.
Okay.
So I'm finding it hard to have you in here making a mess and then leaving the mess and me being in here trying to do stuff. I also think it doesn't help that it's Easter holidays for the kids and therefore I'm not actually working. Everyone's in the house.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to nail some like aesthetics and storage things. So things have been moving a lot. So it is a disaster zone in here. There is literally like piles all over the tables, and the floor is a mess.
Yep.
There's tools everywhere. There's bits of cupboard. I'd give it a negative score, I think, this week. The door doesn't shut.
The door doesn't shut, so it doesn't even get the door shutting bonus.
You could barely sit on the chair.
Yeah.
Without having to move stuff. It's just kind of a necessity right now, because you're like, I need these parts. I'm like, well, I need to film these parts, and I can't film them because the desk is messy. So we're just shoveling things from one place to another. Yeah. Also, the girls are in here quite a lot at the moment. Like, Hayley just keeps on coming in here and just moving minifigures and taking them apart. And I'm just like, I cannot have you doing this. She knocked your whole T-Rex on the floor earlier. Like, a massive smash. But it seems to be quite sturdy, the T-Rex.
Yeah, it's a solid construction.
That was lucky, but stresses me out having them in here. And I really want them in here, and like I really want to work on the Easter build that we've got with them, because it is nice.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I don't trust what's in here is ready for them to be playing with. And so that's stressful for me. But this too shall pass. Like, I'm trying to address the rest of the house as well. And this week, I don't think I'm going to get any vlog out, because there's just too much interaction needed with the children. And that is clearly the priority. Way more important. Especially as one of them's having a birthday. You can't really go, oh no, I've just got to tidy the house for my day. So I think I'm fine just taking this week off. But you get really antsy about it again. It's like, oh, I've got to get this done. Yeah. It doesn't help when IKEA give you shells that are wrapped in plastic and stick the sticker inside the plastic.
Yes.
Like, why?
Yeah.
So that's really annoyed me this week as well. What would you actually score the room?
I'd say 0.5 point.
What's the 0.5 point for?
I feel it could possibly be worse.
You're not sure, are you?
Well, you know, like the mess is predominantly Lego or bits of furniture and stuff. So it's not like there's food being left around the room or something.
So, on this note, on Sunday on our live stream, I gave you Easter chocolate that was quite clearly the Easter chocolate that the Easter Bunny brought for the girls, and you were meant to eat it all, and you left it on the table. And both children said, "Why have you got our chocolate, Mummy?" I'm like, "Oh, it's not actually your chocolate, that's Daddy's." And like, you see the disbelief of the bunny appearing because of you. So I'm cross with you about that. Next time, don't do that again.
Okay.
Ruin all the magic of the children. I mean, seriously. Okay, on that little complaint, I think we've reviewed April Fools. I wasn't angry about any of them, really. Some of them were okay. I still don't get the point of it. We looked at the start of the year, as expected, and the room is a big pile of poo. Yeah. And we'll work on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not showing you. People keep saying, like, just show us. No. Because it's so bad that I don't want to share that. But please send us your pictures to thebrickpods@gmail.com.
At least we don't have any mouldy drawers.
Yeah, we don't have any mouldy drawers. Yeah. That is good. And there's still progress being made. Like, I'm still putting stuff into the drawers. Like, I'm not emptying drawers out onto the floor and stuff. Like, it's getting better. It just doesn't feel like it is. Because the mess is getting worse. But the parts collection is being sorted constantly. Yeah. Constantly sorting. Constantly adding more drawers in as we eat more yogurts. Like, we've got better separation in the drawers. Yeah. So it is still progress. It just looks worse.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine. So if you have any comments on the start of the year or April Fools, or in fact taking 2 steps forward and one step forward, 2 steps back, or whatever that saying is in your organisation, let us know in the comments below. If you want to listen to any previous episodes, I'll link those up at the end. And we'll be back next week for another wonderful, exciting, fantastical, tidier, maybe, episode of the podcast.
It's not going to be tidy. We're going away for the weekend.
We'll be back before the podcast, hopefully. I'm going to do some tidying. No, okay. I can't promise. It won't be tidier. Bye.
Bye.
So negative. Might be tidier.